Hello everyone, welcome to the final part in our series, Walking the Path of the Enlightened Masters, a trip and journey through mystical India, the motherland of spirituality. Well, today we had plans of having several guests, but the flu season has altered those plans, and as you can probably tell from my voice, I'm getting over it as well. So I'm going to go through the 4 points that make Pillai Center trips so extraordinary. You've been hearing us talk about why India is so special and all the various aspects of it, of how these masters for centuries have been traveling through India, developing themselves, accelerating their spiritual growth, and obtaining powers, literally city powers that can manifest anything in the world. So what are these 4 points of why Dr. Pillai trips are so extraordinary? Well, 1, you're in India, and as you have heard from the last, I don't know what it's been, 7 or 8 videos in this series, India vibrates with an energy that is different from anywhere in the world. I recently watched a video from Oprah, and she literally yelled, "I love India," and if you have the ability to go there, you should. Dr. Pillai has said the same thing. In the videos that we did with him, he talked about how the land is just different, and he loves to go to retreat there more than anywhere else in the world. That's where he has his deepest insights, his deepest meditations. He connects with the divine beings in the ether that help empower him and embody what he wants to accomplish in this mission in life. So those beings are available to us as well. We also heard about Temple Vortexes and how those power spots have been established thousands of years ago are still active, and how they can change our lives. By literally stepping our foot on this power spot, we can feel the energy of the vibration of that location, and we get to enhance our own vibration through that connection. We also get to take this stuff home with us, folks. You have amazing experiences in India, and then you bring all that energy back and you start doing things with it. I've seen folks who have had incredible transformations, including myself. I feel like every time I go to India, something snaps. You know, this something that you've been working on inside of yourself, or some manifestation you wanted to occur. There's always something that literally shifts inside of me every time I go to India. And you can't do that through any other means. I haven't been anyway. And I work on myself and have been for quite some time. So literally being in India makes all of the difference. Point number 2 of why Dr. Pillai's trips are so special is Dr. Pillai. He is the one who's vibrating at this rate and he can transmit that vibration to us when we're in session with him. You probably felt it on videos. You probably felt it in the words that you've read from him. But when you are in person with him, that is the most profound time he can transmit this energy, or this darshan. It is a unique transmission of his power and what he's accumulated over this lifetime and many other lifetimes. And you've heard from him in the other part of the series of how this stuff doesn't happen just in one lifetime. For him, I saw he did an interview recently, and someone asked him, well, how do you get all this power? He said, it's multi-lifetime. So we are benefiting from his multi-lifetime work that he's done, and he's literally giving it to us. It is one of the things that makes him so ultimately compassionate and incredible, that he is so compassionate towards us suffering human beings that he wants to help us in any way he can. And when you're in front of him, he sees your pain. He knows what is happening inside of you, and he can fix it. I've heard people say they didn't say a word to him. They simply sat in a session, and he tweaked what was going on in their mind or their heart or their body. He adjusted them. He answered questions psychically that they had in their mind without ever opening their mouth and asking. Of course, being in his presence, he makes himself more available to personal questions, and he is accessible, which is very unusual for Dr. Pillai. We have people who write in all the time, please send him a message, please email, can I talk to him on the phone? And he just doesn't make himself available, because if he did, he probably wouldn't do anything else but that, because there's been that many types of requests. But when you're there with him on a trip, he is 100% available. Mind, body, spirit, all right there with the folks who are with him. And that is priceless. That you cannot get anywhere. So that's number 1. That's number 2. Number 3, we literally have your back. From the moment you step off the plane arriving in India to the moment we drop you back off at the airport, you are taken care of. Everything from your food, your baggage gets transported, you get transported, the hotels, accommodations, shelter, every physical need that you have is taken care of. Now, this may sound like really nice to have, and sure, who wouldn't want to go on vacation and have all their needs taken care of? But we do it for a different reason. We do it so that your first priority on this trip can be intact, and that first priority is your spiritual and personal transformation. Get that for a moment, right? Imagine if you lived your life where you didn't have to worry a thing about how you were going to eat or where you were going to go and how you were going to get there, or your shelter, any of that. Could you be able to meditate all the time? Could you be able to focus inward on what was really important for you? Well, that's what we do for you in India, and it is incredible. I didn't really get this until a few trips in, and I was like, wow, these people, before I worked with Pillai, and I was like, wow, these people are so great. And then I realized, oh, look I don't have to worry about a thing. I can meditate freely and not have to worry about anything. I can only be writing my mantras and thinking about my manifestations and not have to worry where my meal is going to come from or what transportation we're taking, because it is literally all taken care of. Number 4, and this is an important one, our people really care. We don't hire people having to do with these India trips who are not also dedicated to Dr. Pillai's teachings. Everyone involved is someone who supports Dr. Pillai's teachings and him in various ways. And what does that do for you? That gives you the care that you need. It gives you the understanding that you may crave when you're trying to decide whether you should go on this trip, and then when you do decide, how this journey goes for you. So for when you send your first email, and it's received by either Maria or Maheshwari in India, to when you arrive in India and you're greeted by Yadish or Mohini, these people are all involved and supportive of Dr. Pillai's mission. So let's talk about them. Maheshwari in India, she has been planning trips for I don't know even how long now, over 10 years. And she is dedicated to Dr. Pillai and his teachings, been working for him for quite some time now. And she is a woman who literally loves planning these trips. She was one of our guests, but she got sick as well. She has told me she loves this part. It's like joy to her. It's not even work. So for the one time a year that we plan this India trip, she gets to be inside the joy of helping you get to India. Now, folks, she's the one who's behind the scenes. You'll see her in emails or hear her in emails, but you won't see her on trips. She rarely shows up to them. But she's the behind-the-scene goddess, one planning the trip. She literally contacts all the hotels, the transportation companies, makes sure the itinerary is working, gets that checked out with Dr. Pillai and Mohini, and does all of that groundwork before we even announce a trip. So this has been happening for months, literally since July or earlier of this year. Then once a trip arrives and is announced, she receives your emails. If you want additional trips combined with your trips, she takes care of all of that at no extra cost, mind you. She answers emails to make sure that you feel comfortable in going to India. And she's 100% amazing and all that she does. So big shout out to Maheshwari in India. She's fantastic. Once you get to the point where you're done with all of that logistics beforehand and you arrive in India, you get greeted by one of our folks who are picking you up from the airport, gets you safely into your hotel. Then you'll see the trip gathering. It's like what's the word? When you get together for the first time. The first gathering inside the hotel, whatever that's called. And you'll most likely meet Yadish and also Mohini. Mohini has been planning trips for Dr. Pillai for, I think, 20 years or something like that, and bringing folks to India, and it shares her experience of India and also creating community while you're there. So with her, you're able to feel at ease. You have someone to ask questions to who's been to India for 20 plus years who can help you out with any issues you're going through. You know, we go through a lot of transformation on these trips, and it's great to have someone who can hear you and understand and give advice. Then you also meet Yadish, and Yadish is the on-the-ground guy. He is the one who makes sure we get to where we need to go, make sure the buses show up as they're supposed to, make sure the hotel accommodations are what they said they were going to be once we get there. He is literally running from morning to evening. I have been on trips and seen him firsthand and worked with him where he is up at 5 in the morning to plan the day, to contact everyone who said they were going to be on point for the transportation and the temples, and every bit of coordination on the ground is happening by Yadish and his team. And this man literally goes back to the hotel at midnight and sleeps for a few hours and does it all again the next day. So these trips are, it's amazing how they work. Because I've been on both sides. I've been attended trips in the very beginning where I was simply an attendee. And then as time has gone by, I've helped in coordination or been there on trips and kind of helped out as much as I could. So I got to see all these folks in their element, in their working environment. And it's really amazing. And it really has taken me back to see how much people care. And then the experience that the trip attendees have, being able to watch folks literally transform before my eyes. People who come and maybe they're a little skeptical or maybe they're really excited. But by the end of the trip, everyone is literally like a puddle of love and transformation. It's amazing. And then we go back out into our lives and we make a difference. And that's the whole point. Because with us, with this magic that is within us now, we get to go and use it and transform others and the world. And that's Dr. Pillai's mission, create heaven on earth. And these trips are one of the ways he does that. So we wholeheartedly invite you to this trip, India trip. There are 3 weeks in the works right now. As you know, the first one is the birthday trip, the second one is City Powers, and the third one is Kundalini Yoga. If you are not familiar with these, please watch Dr. Pillai's segments on these specifically. He did a very detailed job at telling us how each of these weeks will work. However, we do need to hear from you right away. We found out that the hotels are selling out rather quickly, more quickly than we anticipated for this high season in India. And in order to know how many people are on this trip, we need to hear from you by December 15th. Please send an email to office@pillaicenter.com. Even if you are not ready to put your money down, but you know you will, you have a date and you know which trip you want to attend, send that in to office@pillaicenter.com immediately so that we can help to preserve all of these trips and not have to let go rooms, which means you won't be able to attend, and we don't want that to happen. So, as I said, even if you don't know, or even if you can't pay at this moment, please send that email, office@pillaicenter.com. Send 2 things: which trip you want to attend, 1, 2, or 3, or all of them, and when you'll be able to register. And if you can register, please just do that, because one of the amazing things about registering is that's when your journey begins. So you literally press the button, or you put your down payment, or you put the money down, and your journey to India starts. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. It has happened to me many times. I've talked to other people. As soon as they commit to something inwardly, that journey and Dr. Pillai are with you in your heart. So you can literally transform your holiday season by being on the India trip before you get there. So there's an early bird special happening that ends December 20th. So please take note of these dates. December 15th, we need to hear from you of when you're going to register. December 20th, the early bird ends. And I think it's January 7th is when we have to have your payment by. And let us know if you need any other accommodations that aren't on the website in terms of splitting up your payment, for example, or whatever way we can possibly help you get on this trip. We promise we will do it. Just have to let us know and be in communication. So please send off those emails. And I truly hope that you get to go there, because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I tell you people, it is. I started going to India in 2001, and my life has never been the same. And trips with Dr. Pillai are beyond incredible. Like I said, I've always come back feeling like a different person, or feeling like something shifted. You can't go to psychology, sessions or coaching sessions and have the same type of results, something literally shifting inside of you. But there's a calling that typically happens when you know in your heart this is what you have to do. And then when that calling happens, it is your responsibility to answer that call. So if India is calling you, it is time to answer. And when you answer, that's when things shift in your life to make it possible. When it's really right for you at this time, things will unfold and things will change, and the universe will accommodate your desires. So I hope that all happens for you. I truly hope that you're on this trip and that you receive the miracles and the blessing that Dr. Pillai bestows this time of year every year. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Again, office@pillaicenter.com. And I wish you a magical week, and please remember to contact us or register now. Namaste.